Ah, yes, that's all it needed. Where was I? Niners! Woo! Hey, first thing I gotta do, hey, if you see Gold Miner, relay the message to me. I didn't see him on the. I'm still worried about that because he's gonna think I ignored what he was talking about. His wife of 18 years just passed away. I didn't even notice that till I just Gold Miner, where you at, man? I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you. And hey, I got a note here from email from. She says, "My name is Ashley. My husband Lorenzo goes by Renzo. Renzo! Yeah, birthday is this Thursday, May 14th. And I'm not sure when you're on next YouTube show, but even if it's before or after that date, is there any way you can give him a birthday shout out on that? Ashley! Absolutely. He is a huge fan, and it would mean so much to him. He heard you shout out to a guy with the same name and age because he's turning 37, and he thought it was for him. So, I got you, man. He said, and I watched how much his face lit up and how excited he got and thought if only I could get one for him. So, on your YouTube show, his name shows Renzo S. and has a 49ers logo. He always does your intro and just doing your show. I'm going to blush here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're able to make that happen, again, it wouldn't matter to him what day it was. Renzo, you out there? Renzo, get ready, man. Thank you for your time. Ashley, Mrs. 49er Faithful. You ever watch those Thai boxers? Pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Gotta get warmed up properly. Happy Renzo. Happy Nana's birthday to Renzo. Happy Nana's birthday, Renzo. Coming up tomorrow. Happy. See, this is why don't eat pizza late night. You know what I'm saying? Because the phlegm just gets crazy the next day. It don't go away. Got to give that stuff a chance to digest and get on out the system, take a dump. You know what I'm saying? Happy Niners! Birthday, Renzo. Hey, by the way, Dion, I saw a notification for you on my phone, right? Something going on with your birthday today? Let me know. Get in there and confirm that with me. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I went and looked for it. I couldn't find it on Twitter. I went to the main page. I went through my notes. I said, what? Did he on IG? Where was that? So, Dion, good for you, fam. But anyway, headlines today, fam. Much people want to hate on Jimmy G, lay all the blame on him. Some Niner players in 2019 emerged, displaying some big impact, while some played with some seriously low expectations. For Jimmy G to reach a high level of success in 2020, certain players have got to step up. He can't do it by himself. So, Jimmy's rating, these guys hold Jimmy's rating in their hands with the quality of their play. And tonight, let us identify and spotlight some of those culprits that better step up or step out the way. I'd like to get your take on the issue as well, of course. Jimmy G, dude's been under heavy media and fanfire since the Super Bowl. We all know about that. Some of y'all know because you put it in there yourself. Loaded the bullets up and shot him. It didn't take a hot minute for those who lost faith in the QB to declare the 2020 season the Jimmy G make or break year for Jimmy, man. Nick Mullins is waiting, man. You gonna get your butt in there and get it down. The Nick's coming in. I love listening to that stuff, but you know, it ain't happening. I just say that, well, make no mistake, regardless to all that, Niners up quest for 6 and extended championship window will mostly likely be orchestrated by the G child that so many love to hate. No player is more important to Niners' success in the short and long term than Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy, Jimmy. He went 13-3 in his first full season as a starter. It wasn't appreciated after the Super Bowl, and not even a little bit. But he won't even be able to do that on his own again next year if people don't get into it. Now, there are a few key players that need to step up in 2020 to help Jimmy take a step forward. Starting with, in that name that we all like to whoop around and beat up and slap and kick and punch. Yeah, you know, Dante Pettis. Now, fam, here's the thing. Realistically, we have to realize they ain't cutting Dante. They ain't going to do it. I'd be willing to bet on it. See, because you know why? Because we think he should be gone. He ain't going nowhere. Number one, though, Dante, if you're going to stay, you got to stay out the doghouse. Come on, man. Pettis' strained second season held the Niners' passing attack back some. To say that is an understatement. And the thing is, the pass attack didn't get any really moving until Emmanuel Sanders arrived. But that's very strange. Why? Because Garoppolo still finished the season throwing to effectively the same 3 receivers each game. And see, this is the thing. He's got 3 receivers, a bunch of running backs. And then everybody's, well, the reason why we don't throw the ball is because Kyle doesn't trust Jimmy. See how silly that sounds? It wasn't just about him. It was about the weapons he was throwing to. He didn't have that many. Yeah, George Kittle could completely rely on. Emmanuel Sanders he could completely rely on. He had Debo, who came around in the second half of the season. He became straight money. What if he would have started a season like that? And then, of course, Kendrick Boyd, Mr. Reliable. Meanwhile, as I mentioned, Dante P. showed the ability to be a threat at all 3 levels during his rookie season, and he'll need to step into a more prominent role. Dante, man, come on. You need to care a little bit, okay? To help pick up some of the slack after Sanders' departure in the offseason, as you know about. It doesn't have to be a number 1 or number 2 receiver, but just contribute, Dante. Will you please bring something to the table, and when you leave the stadium after each game, say, I was a part of the win? Is that asking too much? You got all that talent. Damn it, use it. You know, he doesn't have to be. Dante had 24 targets. Dante's got to get more than 24 targets in a whole season. Good Lord, that's just awful. Also, next, whoever starts at right guard, continuity has been key for the 49ers. Offensive front over the last 2 years. Mike Person's release opened up a spot on the interior of the offensive line. And filling that vacancy is one of the most important steps toward Garoppolo's improvement. As you know, Mike Person was let go for many a reason. One of them was Chris Jones in the Super Bowl made it pretty much all. That was all she wrote for Mike. Jones single-handedly took over the Super Bowl with a couple of batted passes. Whoever winds up earning the starting right guard job will be tasked with slowing down interior rushers like Jones and giving Garoppolo throwing lanes over the middle of the field. Matt Brunskill should have. I still blame Kyle for that. But Kyle, you knew Person was getting used like a pick handle. Take him the hell out of the game, Kyle. See, a lot of these things, man, it's just coaching judgments. You can be loyal to a player only to a certain degree. If he's causing pain, move him. Brunskill could have came in, and if nothing else, Brunskill would have, maybe the run game would have slowed down, somebody would have stopped Jones at least some. God. And big show, guess what? Kendrick Boyd is being looked upon. I'm telling you, man, Boyd took steps forward in 2018 and 19, each year progressively, and now enters 2020 in a very unique position for him. Kendrick likely enters the year as a number 2 wide receiver until otherwise. He caught 30 balls and fam of mine staggering 30 balls, 23 of them were in first downs or touchdowns. That is special. No matter what you feel about Kendrick, no matter how long you've been wanting to cut him, the boy flat gets it done. Now, he made some mistakes at the beginning of the season dropping the ball. But when he makes the catch, dude is doing work. Time has been earned and came for KB to earn more than 44 targets. Boyd needs to find targets more consistently in an offense searching for playmakers beyond Deebo Samuel and George Kittle. If he has the same efficiency on 65-plus targets, Bourne will be a major factor in this offense. Keep in mind, Ayuk has got to be brought into the program. He's missing out on OTAs right now. All the preseason programming that a rookie needs to get involved and get in his motor running. Let's face it, Deebo didn't even know the playbook until halfway through the season. Don't expect Ayuk to come in and just start setting things on fire. He needs time. When he gets time, we will roll. But until then, we got about 3 guys that got to get it done. Also, TC. You and I both know Kyle's still going to rely on TC no matter what else. I don't know what it is, his insistence. You'd have to talk to him. I can't figure it out on my own. I just don't get it. He'll wait till the whole first half of the quarter is over before he brings Mostert in. And Mostert comes in and immediately gets things done. You wonder why didn't he just want to do that in the first place? There's a productive role for Coleman in the 49ers offense, and he's probably their best pass catching back until we see how the Jet is doing, right? Last year, he disappeared for the last half of the season. That's all there is to it. Over the final 9 games, he averaged 3.21 yards per carry on 66 attempts. Now, you know that will not do. His receiving production pretty much disappeared the final 5 contests as well. He had 2 receptions for 16 yards in the last 5 weeks. Having a reliable check down option is vital for Jimmy, and Coleman is his best one at the moment. A consistent year from him makes life much easier for Jimmy G if he just, come on, TC. And then there is Trent Williams. Joe Stanley's retirement opened up a second starting job on the 49ers offensive line, which we all said, oh my God. First, Joe's leaving, and then you hear about Trent. Oh, really? Lucky for the Niners, the vacancy was quickly filled with 7-time Pro Bowler Mrs. Williams' baby boy. But T-Dub also hasn't played since 2018. After a holdout and a stint on the non-football injury list with Kyle's favorite owner, Mr. Sneed. Dude is a bad man, though, and he should be able to step in and protect Garoppolo's blind side effectively right away. But his long absence does make him a question mark. We got to see him. He'll need to reach his 2018 form again quickly to ensure that JG can go unmolested. You know, he's been training, though. I think we saw a few films from him already, right? Training kind of hard, too. So he's ready to go. And he's chomping at the bit to get that back out there. He steps into Kyle's program without a hitch. Maybe a few terms changed, but I still got to get in trouble. And then there is finally the forgotten one, Trent Taylor. It's been said by many that Taylor was on his way to being one of the 49ers' leading receivers last year before a foot injury at the start of the preseason wound up lingering all year long for making him miss the season. Mike Silver, NFL Network, said that coaches are raving and saying last year at this time, Trent was on his way to having a Pro Bowl season. What? Really? Now, he was good the year before. Well, actually, his first year. Second year wasn't that good. He hurt his back. But last year, apparently, the back wasn't hurting, and Trent was just cutting up, apparently, in camp. He ain't getting cut. And this is the thing, him and Dante are not getting cut. I still think Dante may get cut. Trent is definitely not going to get cut, provided he's healthy. And he said right now, he is said to be healthy right now, and he is ready for 2020. TT could pick up right where he left off with Jimmy and again be that popular target early on. Trent, with all them gears shifted, is very good at getting open in tight spaces. Garoppolo is not afraid. He won't hesitate to throw into them extremely tight windows and make you go, oh. You know, every time he does that, you notice you do that. Oh, woo. 3 defenders sitting around the ball, a 149er receiver, and he made the catch. Jesus, Jimmy. But anyway, Trent has that talent. Jimmy will throw across the middle of the field with a heartbeat to him. There's no hesitation. He trusts Trent. Taylor's going to be a factor as long as he's on the field, and he needs to have the best season as a pro to help Jimmy G take that step forward. Fam, did I leave anybody out, or should we put somebody on? You tell me. Okay, I guess I got, hey, Rebel D. People better look out for Trent Taylor in practice. I wouldn't count him out. Finky is good, but Trent goes better across the middle. Yeah, here's the thing. We tend to do this a lot. We don't see somebody or they're out or injured for a while. We suddenly change their status to either sucks, no bust. We got a series of things. We have a playbook we go by every time somebody goes down to injury. We forget all about what they were doing before they left. The coaches won't. He's not going to get cut. Trent Taylor is, by all intents and purposes, he probably is the best slot receiver that we have. And also, he was ranked in the NFL as number 1 as far as the slant route goes. The top 49ers going to do everything they can to hold on to him and get him going. And Jimmy loves him. He's got everything in his corner to go his way. Pete Corbin, my son's birthday tomorrow. He's turning 11. Oh, Pete, hey, what's his name, Pete? What's his name? Hey, remember when you asked you to do birthdays, tell me what your son, you can't just say relatives. You got to tell me their name. Pete, get back here. Hey, Corbin McGlinchey, round 2 with my Michelada Ronbo poolside. With my Michelada Ronbo poolside in Carson. Thank you for what you do. Oos. Thank you, Corey. Take a quick dip for me, fam. Frank Brown, players that hurt, half play, and haven't played for us, please cut down on pumping players up like this. Frank, facts are facts. I'm not going to dodge them. I ain't that kind of biased. If you're good, you're good. You get hurt, it's a violent game. It's all part of the game. When you come back like Armstead did, like Ward did, and any other players that come back hurt and just kick ass, yeah, I got your back. That's just me. Deion Johnson, hey, Deion, he says, hopefully we could do training camp somewhere isolated and still get rolling. I know, right? William Roberts says, will Trent Taylor even be ready this season? Will stay healthy? William Roberts, he is currently ready to roll. Now, I can't answer the second question. Stay healthy? This ain't promised to nobody. I don't know. Mr. Block Eyes 22 said, hey, no doubt, failure is not a damn option. We are a Super Bowl team and a young team. It's all about what's best for the 49ers empire. Keep the D a dominant force and unleash for offense. It's time. And see, this is the thing, the 49ers defense, I got a feeling, is going to be just every bit as tough as it was last year. But can Kyle Shanahan bring back those days of glory when legends were running around the field named Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young? I mean, T.O. All these guys that go down in 49ers annals as being some of the best offensive weapons of all time. I mean, I just want to see that offense get rolling again. I want to see fear in people's eyes knowing that you can't really stop the 49ers offense because consistently they just kick your butt each and every week. Now that we got a defense, Kyle Shanahan's one of the greatest offensive minds maybe in the game today and maybe of all time. Give him what he needs. Let him work his magic. I want to see us kill teams on both sides of the ball so bad. Woo! Horatio Flores! Hey, what do you think about swapping the 49ers to Arizona because of the coronavirus in Santa Clara? They are discussing about flying somewhere to train. And you know something about Arizona? If UV rays have an effect on this disgusting virus, Arizona could be a very safe place to be. Because, fam, you know what really scares me? Those guys are going to be tested for coronavirus each and every day, probably, during the course of the season. What scares me the most is if one guy in the locker room What do you do? If one guy comes down with that virus, the whole locker room has to go into quarantine? Is that the way it'll work? Well, you know what? I'm just guessing. I don't want to, I'm just saying. LA Vibes. Hey, oh my God, thank you so much. LA Vibes, you're so welcome. I appreciate that so much. Hey, it's LA Vibes. It's what's I watch Alicia, right? Yes, hey, it's you. It's Renzo. Renzo, you're welcome, fam. There you go. Hey, Dion's on the phone. Good, because thought I saw that news from him. I said, did Dion say his birthday was the day? Let me get out it. Get out it. Get out. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
D, man, I'm just sitting back here watching the headlines and watching the rhetoric coming out of Santa Clara. And it's funny because these names are ones some of us have already washed our hands of, but we ain't got no preseason, no camp. The 49ers you touch upon it too. Some of the guys that are coming into camp could be better than anybody I've talked about already. They could actually their jobs could be in jeopardy because we didn't get a good look at them because Kyle's going to go who we trust, right? It's a scary situation. But I figure they're not going to do that. That's just too stupid. But D, what was that notification you sent me?
Oh, man, that was just me asking. I didn't know if you were going to be on today or not. So that was just me asking for a birthday shout out, man. I'm 39 today, brother.
Oh, it's your birthday today. Oh, that's what I wanted to know. Is it today? D,
yes,
let me start by doing that, and then you get into your spiel. Don't start his time yet. Let me give me. Happy 3-9 time to my dude Dion. Happy Niners birthday, Dion. Happy Niners birthday to my man D. The lubrication. And don't get extra cheese on the pizza if you eat it late night either. Happy Niners! Birthday D! Yes! Yeah! Go get that championship ring this year too, D. Before your next birthday, you're gonna be quest for 6. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be 6. Yes.
that is the icing on the cake for me, brother. Man, the wife did real good for me today. She did,
yes. Fix some crazy good dinner.
Quarantine time. Yeah, man. Everything is lovely. But
way to go, Jazz. All right.
I think honestly everything is going to still work out for us. I tell you right now, the way the country is going, it looks like they are going to start opening things up slowly. It looks like California will probably be the last few states to open. But what I see is honestly us going somewhere and getting this training camp in. Somewhere where there's not a lot of people who have the virus, us testing all of our players and all of our staff that we need and taking over a facility and just getting this training camp going so we aren't falling behind. I don't see us being stuck where we can't, because I get the facilities and everything are nice in Santa Clara and in LA and everything. If we got to go to another state that's in the middle of nowhere, do it. That's what we got to do, because we need to see how these rookies look. You know, we might have some dark horses that we have as undrafted free agents.
Oh,
so we got
so many.
Look, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll give it some time. Right, your training camp is supposed to start. We'll set up some stuff. And from what I hear, because things are opening up, I was just watching Debo, and he was saying that as soon as things open up enough, that him, Jimmy, the receivers, they're all gonna be able to meet up somewhere.
Yeah.
And start getting together, they start throwing and everything. You need that because you got to start building a rapport with these receivers.
That's right.
And I saw everybody. I saw I seen Jet, man. Jet is taking the hate, including from me. He's taking the hate that everybody's giving him. He's using it as fuel for his fire. So, hey, man, look, if that's what you're doing, I want you to do it. I
Yeah.
want you to prove me wrong. I really do.
And
I'm
he
not saying that
spotlighted Grant Cohn. Grant wrote
he
him
did.
off on an article. He went right after him. I was like, dang, Grant.
He did. I don't mind him. I want him to go ahead and take my negativity of, hey man, you just been injury prone. What's the point in having you here? I want him to be able to go ahead and look, shoot me a shot on Twitter and say, hey man, you doubted me and I proved you wrong. And I'm a man about mine, so I can honestly look at him and say, okay, you were right. I was wrong. You showed me something. But if you on the sideline again, you ain't on the field, then I was right. But I think we'll still hold something there, man. And I watched as Tom Compton, he did an interview as well, and Compton was basically saying that he played all along the line. So now we've got dogs on the line, on the offensive line that can play anywhere, including Brunskill, including Compton. And I heard what you said earlier about pulling Mike Person. When he was just getting beat like
a drum. Yeah.
You know what was funny? He pulled Justice School when School was getting beaten, put Brunskill in there. Remember when School was getting killed by Myles Garrett?
Right.
Myles Garrett was eating ass alive. And what'd he do? Justice sat his ass down. Daniel came right on in. So he could have done that with Mike. It don't matter even if it is the Super Bowl. You put your best people out there to win the game. But this quest for 6 is definitely going forward, man. I am definitely more than happy with the moves that we've made and the things that we've done. And I know for a fact that this next year, people ain't ready. They're not ready. They think they've seen everything. They ain't seen nothing yet.
Mm-hmm. Because they seen us minus a real offensive attack. It was okay. We were running the ball a lot, and we were beating teams up that way, and here and there we'd have an explosive pass play. But what if Kyle's offense becomes really balanced? Now the DC does not know what to do at any single time. This is because we were just manhandling people in the run game. But what if we got both? D.
We'll get. We're gonna have so much going on, man. It's gonna be too confusing. Because even Compton himself said, I remember the offense, I'm familiar with it, but when I'm looking at some of the sets that we do and the ways that we attack and the plays that are run, he even said, he's like, these things right here are going to blow defenses away. He was like, what I remember versus what it has evolved to and become as an offensive scheme is even better than what we did when I was there with Trent. So if you get that you already got the familiarity with the people along the line, knowing the scheme and knowing what happens. And then you just plug and play people that already have a knowledge of it, so they're not on a real steep learning curve. And then you put them in a position where all they're doing is winning because all they do is just learn those extra subtle nuances to the offense. That just puts us in the drive to destroy defenses and destroy anybody that comes our way. And I'm sticking with it, Ronbo. 6-0 or 15-1. It ain't been to change.
And lots of fun.
Nope. Lots of fun.
The offense can evolve. You knew it would. Because that's Kyle Shanahan we're talking about. Now, I knew it too. I see. Because everybody thinks, people are mistakenly thinking, we're a defensive team. We are right now. But that's Shanahan. That's a potential offensive explosion. So, good, we got a defense. Now that makes teams just helpless.
One of the best offensive minds in football, man. You cannot deny it. His offenses produce big numbers. And with KB, man, watch KB. The haters for KB are still out there.
Yep.
And watch what he does. He is going to kill people and just destroy them. And KB ain't one. He don't worry about haters. He don't do nothing with none of that, man.
That big smile on his face and just taking care of business. And you see him grinding all them videos, right? KB is serious.
Hey, he out there hustling. He ain't playing no games. So if you think you finna come to all the rookies coming in, if you think you coming in and KB sleeping, you must be drinking something stupid because that man is not playing games.
D, happy birthday. We got to go, fam. I'm going to see you, I guess I'll see you, Friday. It's Friday.
All right.
Right?
I'll be back on Friday. Thank you for the birthday shout out, man.
Oh, my
Appreciate the
pleasure.
platform. Do have yourself a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks, D. Have a good night, fam. Yes, indeed. It's Clarence Molina's birthday, too. And this is a very popular birthday week. I remember this. I got to mark these things out. How big a birthday month is May? Clarence, by the way, thank you for that contribution. And here's the thing. You know what birthday this is for Clarence? Yeah, you guessed it. 49th. 49er Clarence. Happy, happy, happy 49th birthday, 49er Clarence. Happy time, Niner Clarence. Happy You know, those few extra minutes on the bicycle is doing something with the cardio. I could have kept going about 5 more minutes. Birthday, Clarence. Happy birthday, Clarence. You guys know, people making me just say happy birthday because, you know, man, I got to stop acting silly. Hey, Renzo's at work and is charging his phone, but I know he'll watch this. Oh, so that was Ashley. That was Ashley. Probably you shouldn't know. She's Ashley's LA vibes. Renzo's. Hey, Renzo, you working hard? Yeah, we got you while you went in with Ashley. Set it up, babe. Oh, come on in, Dre.
What's happening with you, Pam? What's going on, Ronbo?
Dre, man, I'm looking at the dudes that have got to put their best feet forward this next season so people can get up off of G, Stephen A. Smith and his army. They've got to give that boy a break this year. If people go out and do their job, Jimmy ain't going to be in no trouble. I mentioned some names. You saw them, right? You heard them. What do you think?
I don't really pay that stuff no attention. All of the videos and the tweets that, you know, people say negatively about Jimmy, I just block those people right away. Even if it's NBC, 49ers NBC, they wrote some stuff that I didn't like. I blocked them too. I tune out the negativity, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I feel like Jimmy doesn't really have to do nothing. Our offensive line got significantly better with the replacement of with the emergence of Daniel Brunskill, who'll be playing right guard. You know, you have a Tom Cochran who played there also, but I think Brunskill is better at this point. And then Trent Williams. Like I said, man, I love Joe Staley to death, but he's not no Trent Williams. Let's get this straight. That offensive line is going to be so much better. Yeah, that offensive line is going to be so much better, and it's going to allow us to do a lot of things, especially with George. George is going to have to, you know, stand on the line and help with the defensive end. He's not going to have to do that this year because of Trent Williams. He's going to open a lot of things up for this offense.
Billy George been Trent's way.
So I feel like with the emergence of the offensive line getting a lot better, I feel like all Jimmy has to do is show up. That's it. Just show up. Show up. And you're not going to have to worry about him having to make things happen outside of the pocket and all that because he's going to have all of the time in the world. He's going to have all of the time in the world. I went back and watched the game against the Chargers with Trent Williams where he just treated Melvin Gordon and Nick Bosa like children. I mean, he treated them like rag dolls, like red-headed stepchild, Ronbo. They couldn't do nothing with them. They couldn't do nothing with him. They were switching up between Melvin Gordon and Bosa. I mean, they just couldn't do nothing. I mean, one play, Melvin Gordon hit Trent Williams with a spin move. Trent Williams, he spent on his left foot and came back and beat the boy, and it was a completion for a touchdown. I said, "Oh man, this dude's bad, bro." And
Man, that's I gotta go see that.
Out in Texas with Jet. Well, actually out in Houston, Texas with Jet, training with Trent Williams. Trent Williams and Adrian Peterson, they own a gym in Houston, Texas together. So he's actually out there with Trent right now. He did an interview right now, and they asked him how much of an athlete is Trent Williams, and he said it's unbelievable how big this guy is and how he's able to move. So I feel like as long as Jimmy shows up, man, we're gonna be okay. I really don't feel like he has to do it. He's also going to have a lot of help. Trent Taylor coming back. We got Jalen Hurd coming back. We got a rookie in Brandon.
And Kendrick Boyd taking his game to the next level. I can't wait. Dre, it's your dream and mine coming true. Kendrick comes a headliner out there next year. Would that be awesome or what?
He single-handedly, I got to say, man, him and Quan is working harder than anybody. And it's not because I'm a Kendrick fan. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm a Kendrick stan. Let's be real. But they are literally, they working the hardest, man. They doing 2-a-day sessions, and so basically they're getting up, they're going to the gym, and then they're going to the field, get something to eat, and going back to the field. So, man, they put in that work. Now, I don't know what it's a lot of our other guys who posting videos and working. Debo also said that these workouts that he's doing with Trent and Jet are probably some of the hardest workouts he's ever done.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna be. When you work out with dudes, you sort of try to outdo them during the workout. It's a great workout because you push each other like that. Even if you ain't saying nothing, if he do that many reps, I got to do at least that many or more. If we're running, I got to kick your butt, man. It's just the way it is.
So I'm definitely loving it, man. Like I said, man, with the help that we're gonna have in the receiver room, with some guys coming back, we got a new dynamic that's gonna be in the backfield with Jeff McKinnon. That Jimmy's going to be able to work with, man. I just think that our offense is going to be that much more dynamic, and especially it being his second full year in the offense, he's going to be able to understand things more. He's not going to think about that knee anymore, man. That knee is holding up in the strong. They did a damn good job with that surgery.
And Dre, and you mentioned something very, very, very necessary. It takes time to notice what's going on in the NFL as a quarterback. He saw some things last year that he probably didn't comprehend. He knows now. Watch what happens next.
Yeah, man. So, I'm definitely loving it, man. Y'all don't worry about all of the negativity there, because you know what? If that was Jimmy Garoppolo in a Patriots uniform last year, they'd be praising him like he's, the next thing. He's the best thing since sliced bread. It's only because he's in a San Francisco 49ers uniform that they hate him, because they know that was the end of the Patriots. They know that was the end of the Patriots dynasty when he came here, and that's what the media is going to do. They're going to down talk him because they wanted that Patriots dynasty to continue, and now he's with the 49ers. They're pissed off about it. So, don't worry about it. We all know what the truth is. We know that we have a great damn quarterback, and if you ain't rocking with him, you ain't a fan. Go support the Seahawks or something, or the Cowgirls or something. You know what I'm saying? Or them Trader Raider Joes, or them broke ass Rams. Go over there with them, because we don't want you here. Jimmy G is the guy. We know he's a great quarterback.
And is about to add to it. And next year, after having one full year, because people don't understand, Jimmy was basically a rookie last year as far as playing time. Now, he ain't no rookie now, and he's probably a little pissed off, even though he'll never admit it.
Right.
But, people saying things about him for no. Oh. Anyway, Dre, we got to go. I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely see you Friday, man. Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trey Big Show, Jerry Fresh. Also, my player partner, Will Bell. My big bro, big body grit.
He just mentioned you in the chat, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, he did? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, man, don't pay that negativity no mind. You know it's going to be all negative when it comes to 49ers, man. We just got to accept that and keep on trucking on and moving on for this question 6. I'll see y'all on Friday, bro.
There you go, fam. Have a good night, Dre.
Okay. All right, man.
And we move on. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Ronbo.
Jamie, got some very important guys that have got to step forward this year and take the next level. Jamie, of the people I just mentioned, Trent Williams, Kendrick Boyd, Trent Taylor, Dante Pettis, and we got to keep our fingers crossed for Dante Pettis, whoever plays the right guard position. Did I leave anybody off the list that you think is tail dragging, or has to contribute any more than they have in this 2020 season.
Well, you were right about Coleman.
Oh,
You
God,
left Coleman
TC.
out there.
Oh, he's my number one target. Jesus, TC.
Yeah. You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about traveling to New York at the beginning of the season.
Ooh. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe they seem to be getting things under control out there. Guys got to stay in their hotel rooms, for whatever. We're going to be out there for a week. Oh, God, Jamie, I forgot about that.
2 games in a row. They're coming down in New York, but there's still a lot of cases there. And those hotels, I don't know if they're even open. And when you're blocking somebody, you're huffing and puffing right in their face. So it's not just our team; it's all the people that we play against.
The new guys who live there, yeah. Everybody's gonna be tested though. I guess.
And the opposite team, like if one guy from the opposite team gets it, and your lineman's blocking him, and he's huffing in his face. So I'm still a little worried about it, but I think Bourne's going to have the biggest breakout season.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
I'm on board.
Because his dedication, his skill set is there. Bourne's problem in the beginning was, where was his mind? Because he'd forget and run the wrong routes every now and then everything. But now, that's not a problem. He seems focused.
Tip the ball in the air.
Yeah, and he knows, he's aware of his capability now. Unlike before, where he's may have not been coming. Now, he's almost cocky about it. He made some incredible catches last year. We're going to see, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he made a couple good ones at the end of the year. You know what the thing is with Jimmy? Everybody hates on him because all he does is win. Look at his record. Like, that's why his teammates love him so much and everybody else hates on him.
Mm-hmm. 13-3. It bothers people.
Yeah, it bugs them. Like, they can't say anything. They got to talk about other stuff. Like, he's the 4th guy to talk about or something like that. Whatever, dude. All he does is put W's up. Give me a break.
It's killing Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Screaming Stephen
every W is killing him. God. Yeah. You're going to deal with a whole bunch of them. I didn't give you my prediction for this season. I think it's going to be 14-2.
Yeah? A lot
as long as the offense gets going the way we think it is. And I'm with the other guy. I'm all about the positive. I don't listen to the other garbage.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get going.
Yeah, it's in fact, you've got a young team that, as I keep saying, every time somebody, you think the 49ers are going into a swoon. Their trajectory right now is up. Their team is ascending. Yeah. Okay, you don't understand. They lost, but they lost in the Super Bowl. Everybody needs to be concerned with that, with a young team like this. A quarterback who just finished his first season. A bunch of wide receivers like Debo. You got one that's coming in and maybe every bit as good. George Kittle hasn't even signed his 2nd contract. These are all kids that are just awesome players. So
Kittle's running. He's running a pitch machine. Did you see the video on that?
I read about that. I didn't see the machine.
Shoots footballs at him all day. Man, it's pretty sick. They all need one of those. He needs to pony up with his new contract.
George will come up with that, the jugs machine's not enough. I got to go see that video. I wonder if the video's available on YouTube yet. I got to check that out because I read about it.
Yeah, I seen them.
I didn't comprehend what it was.
I seen the Debo video too.
And what's he doing?
He's down there working out, like caller a couple minutes ago said. He's down there with Trent Williams, McKinnon, and somebody else.
That they own, yeah. There's so many videos to watch right now. You can watch 5 or 10 a day, and you still got to catch up. I'm not even seeing this yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Are you worried about them going to New York at the beginning?
I hadn't thought about that until you just mentioned it, actually.
Seattle gets the same teams, but they get them at the end of the season, and they get them at home. Which I'm not worried about the teams. I'm just worried about the
place.
Like what? Yeah, we're gonna have to lock down a motel and drown it in Lysol.
It's what? I guess every precaution will be taken. I just oh man, but you know what? Like I say, I got a feeling this thing subsides in the summer. And maybe by the time that season comes back around again, they'll be a little more better prepared for it. Let me see what happens. It's hard to call right now.
Yeah, they're not going to be running around with masks on their face or nothing.
Well, no, you can't play like that. You can't breathe. No. Especially as hard as you got to breathe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the other linemen. Hopefully they're doing the same stuff with all the teams and not just we taking care of our guys and then they're slacking and then we get burnt for it.
Jamie, you mentioned that. Can you imagine though if there's a couple of teams on the schedule every week that maybe this is like almost an inevitable thing. You get a team that's got the whole locker room has to be quarantined. Do they forfeit? Or do they reschedule? This is going to be a very strange season.
Yeah, I think they would just pull out the one player, and then you'd have to, have a replacement player. So they might have to be flexible with the way they're doing the 53 or whatever.
Yeah, quarantining must
because
be.
If you're,
go ahead.
It's going to be a whole big thing.
Yeah, well, it's a scary thought. All right.
Yeah.
This is just going to go. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
Jamie. All
right.
See you Friday.
Okay, my head's up then.
All right, fam. Hey, George. George of the George.
You sounding good.
I always love to do that, but I like to do the whole thing. I try to kind of control myself. George!
Oh, man. You're over here lighting us up with some energy.
Oh, man, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? George, you know what? I'm looking at the guys that kind of make get people the heck up off of Jimmy's back. And there's some certain players that were not held accountable last season. And some made some mistakes and nobody paid any attention to, just so they could blame it all on Jimmy. But those players have got to feel responsible this year. And they're probably going to do a great job because they figure they owe not only Jimmy, but the 49ers, period. And I got a feeling Trent Taylor's going to be a man out of control in the beginning of the season. Because like they said, coaches were saying, this guy's on his looking like he's getting ready to go Pro Bowl. I got to see this. What did Trent, I figured he was chomping at the bit to play, and he probably looked crazy at the beginning of the season because he couldn't wait to get back on the field and show people what he could do. Kendrick Boyd, I ain't worried about Kendrick. I know he's going to start. Tevin Coleman, I really am worried about Tevin. Dante and Tevin, I'm most concerned about. Trent Taylor, I ain't worried about. The right guard position, I ain't worried. George, what do you think?
I think that as long as we keep bringing in talent, it's going to help with the competition and it's going to help, bring out the best in everyone. But I think the most important piece in all of this is I think it's still going to come down to Garoppolo and how is Garoppolo going to look this year? I mean, is he going to take that Matt Ryan leap and look like an MVP, or is he going to look just like last year? Like, what about if he just looks like old Jimmy? But I have faith that he's gonna ball out for us this year, and he's gonna really. I hope, man. I hope he can really get down the mental part of the game. I feel like the talent is there. His throwing really fast is there. Like quick release is all there. All that stuff. Like he's able to keep up with the big guys, and I just hope that it just works out with him. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Like when we play like quarterbacks like Breeze and things like that, like the older guys, I feel like Garoppolo's already better than them. You know what I mean? So I just hope that he takes that leap and he takes he's top 5. You know what I mean? With the Mahomes, with the Watsons, he establishes himself this year. Like, you know what? We're gonna be the Niners. You know what I mean? Fuck it. For the next 3 years, you're gonna go through us. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I hope that's what he
Super
mentally
Bowl goes through
is
Santa
thinking
Clara.
about.
Yes, indeed.
It's gonna go through us. You know what I mean? Like, if you think you're gonna go through NFC title, whatever, you're gonna have to see our front line first.
Hey.
And you know what I mean? I just George, hope that.
Remember one thing. Matt Ryan was how many years a veteran? 8 years or something like that. When Kyle Shanahan came in there and hit him with that playbook.
Yeah.
So you figure, in this case, since Matt Ryan struggled mightily in his first year, Jimmy G's younger. He's a little more talented. You can pretty much.
He got coached by Belichick too. He was behind Brady, so.
So you can anticipate what's coming up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I just really, really hope that because Ronbo, honestly, we haven't really had a true franchise quarterback in a minute. Like Kaepernick was really good. He was but I'm talking about like generational. I'm talking about like a Rodgers, a Manny, a Brady. Like I just want one of those type of guys that is just gonna elite. You know what I mean? Exactly, elite. Because I feel like everything in our team is very, very good, and then it's just like if it comes down to Jimmy being the reason why we're not winning Super Bowl, it's gonna suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, a rookie. He was a rookie basically last year.
Yeah.
Who had a
basically,
lot to learn.
Last year.
Had
a
lot
off
to
an
learn.
Injury too.
Yeah, and he learned, so he's fine. He'll be all right.
So so I hope just getting Ayuk and Debo stepping up. Oh my goodness, Ronbo, did you hear what Debo was saying? His little interview today.
No, I can't wait to go do that though.
He has attitude, man. I don't think he's trying to help anyone out. I don't think he's trying to carry no one. I think he's trying to do Debo and let's go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that dog in him. Like he's not trying to. You know what I mean? He's not trying to worry about Dante or nothing like that, or who's gonna roll with us and let's go. Let's go to war.
You know, and Debo, understand he's willing to work with Ayuk and everybody else. You know, it's funny. It's going to be interesting to see who the leaders will become now that we've lost, what, 2?
Yeah.
3, 2. Staley?
Yeah.
Sanders? Did we lose somebody else in a lead role?
Well,
anyway.
Yeah,
yes.
Staley?
Staley and Sanders, who really, Sanders especially, he played a huge role with the wide receivers. All of a sudden, they start catching the ball, start running better routes. You see, this is when you say Jimmy. This is what I'm saying. It's more than Jimmy. The whole team has to step the next direction up. If you're running bad routes, you're going to make it harder for Jimmy. If you're late, you're missing your cues, timing patterns that Kyle throws. If you're off, it's going to cause problems. Everything has to come together. And this is why I say an offense takes a while to get Kyle Shanahan's system down. They all have to get it. When that happens, then they're unbeatable.
And Ronbo, one last thing before I get out here. The reason why we all love Garoppolo and we all have faith in him is because we believe that he can reach that level. We believe that he does have the talent to be, because when I first saw him, I was sold when we were playing Seattle. Yeah, when he got in, he sniped Seattle up. I was like, okay, this guy can give us that chance. And then when we went and we beat up Rodgers, then I can say, okay, you know what? Even if he does throw 10 passes, it don't matter. He can win his games. You know what I mean? Big games.
He was on his own. Yep. You know what's funny? Because ad-libbing and just going out there and playing football, Jimmy's straight money. You see what he did in 2017. A lot of what he did, like Kyle said, was off schedule. It was him, not Kyle. And that's what Kyle liked him for, because he can think on his own when the playbook isn't working. And that's a sign of elite. Unlike the guy in L.A., Jared Goff. Goff, if he doesn't have the microphone in his head going, he can't play. That was a very funny thing.
He's straight trash.
So anyway.
Yeah, he's straight trash. He's straight garbage.
So anyway.
And the little garbage outfits, too, that they got today, those things are ugly, by the way, too.
You know what? They're talking about us. They said 49ers fans are trolling the Rams. Everybody's...
Hey, Ronbo.
Not just us.
Ronbo, the only thing that those Rams are good for is that, because I live here in LA, so the only thing those Rams are good for is giving me a chance to see my Niners once a year. That's the only thing they're good for.
They're gonna get beat up and Raider fans gonna clown them. They're in such trouble. And then they're bringing the Chargers in to play for the AFC in that same incredibly expensive place. I can't wait to see what happens. Yeah. But we gotta get this virus out of here. Okay. Just keep the good thoughts on that. Oh,
but let's just look forward to Jimmy, really just elevating and really just take that next step. And if he does, man, we could really, really, really just be Chiefs scary. You know what I mean? Just imagine if Garoppolo gets on Mahomes, not on Mahomes level, but just near Mahomes level. Just imagine how bad we would be with Kyle Shanahan, as our coach, and then all the plethora of weapons we would have. It would just be we would win the Super Bowl. It would be for sure at least one.
Well,
at least one,
You got the safety net back. You got Ayuk. Debo's another year older. I'm telling you, man, it's coming.
Yeah.
Get ready for it, George.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right, Phil. Listen, I'll see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo.
And there's PJ out in Bermuda. Oh, PJ. Let's get P. Good, we got PJ before PJ passes out, and we can listen to him sleep. It's always fun. Oh, PJ. PJ. PJ in his PJs. I heard a sound. PJ, is that you? Uh-oh. Is PJ, has he went off to Neverland? The land of Oz? I think he did. I gotta stop laughing at PJ. But we get this. PJ's out in Bermuda. I don't know what time it is there, but it's kind of late. Ellis is still awake. Ellis!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. California.
Yo! West Coast, the best coast. Ellis!
You feel me? Yes,
you know,
sir.
Ellis, I'm telling you, fam, it's like certain players are going to make a big difference. And there's probably more on the offense when you think about it. But there's key guys. The right guard position has to be solid. We don't need any more Chris Jones hours. And Dante Pettis, for as bad as he plays, that boy's got mad skills, and I don't think Kyle's going to cut him unless he just has no choice. But we got too many wide receivers, so I don't know what's going to happen there. And then TC, will he please stop having them 3.2-yard games? TC? And, you know,
Right.
And Trent Taylor, if he's healthy, it's going to be interesting to see if he can stay healthy. If you get Trent Taylor for a whole season, the way his mind is going right now, we may have something. We'll see. And who did I leave out? TC, right guard, position, Trent Taylor. Trent Williams. You know, ain't nobody worried about Trent Williams. I just wish after 2 years, I just hope he ain't feeling too rusty, you know. But, Alice, your feeling on this, did I leave anybody out on the offensive side of the ball?
No, I guess when it comes to, you know, the order of importance, you know, those are the guys that are in question. I mean, of course, we could throw, you know, Jalen Hurd in there, just trying to, is he going to be, you know, ready, or is there something going to happen once we start putting the pads on and get a little contact? You know, is his back going to be,
scary.
You know, reactivated as far as that pain and stuff? You just don't know, because those are injuries and things that are more severe and can be more long lasting. You know what I mean? And then Trent's had all of those surgeries. We just don't know, man. I don't think you know, we could sit here and throw shit on the wall all we want, but at the end of the day, we have to really be able to see what happens when it's you know, lights, camera, action. You know, we won't even be able to predict anything up until, I guess we could say, the preseason or midway through the preseason. You know, how guys are looking, and, you know, are they feeling good? Has there been any injury reports within that time that would warrant us to, you know, be having to worry and move things around? We're just not going to know. All those guys are great. I mean, you know, them talking about Trent Taylor was, you know, looking like, you know, he was on some Pro Bowl stuff. I mean, that's speaking volumes.
I know.
So, you know,
I wish I could see
if he can,
looking like.
Yeah, that's exciting, man. Yeah, that's exciting. And I mean, hell, who the hell is going to take his position? I don't know if Finke's going to be able to, you know, take you know, Trent Taylor's, you know, spot, and maybe he can just be on the depth chart. You know what I mean? He's probably more than worthy of, you know, being an acquisition on the team. But I don't know who the hell's going to take a Trent Taylor spot if he's coming out full speed on some Pro Bowl, you know, like you know, play. You know, that's kind of you know, unknown as to what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, fam. What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying that's why I was asking the other day, you know, between Chris Finke, who looks really like Trent Taylor clone, but just a little bigger. They got that same movement. They got that same, but Finke's faster, straight away speed, right? So between Richie James, who never seems to get a legitimate shot out there, I don't think he could beat Finke out. I guess we'll see, though.
Yeah. That's, you know, that's up in the air. And I was thinking on special teams, if we don't do Brandon Ayuk, maybe we can cycle. If he doesn't at all, if Kyle's like, no, we're putting him strictly on the offense so we can, you know, get off. But if we don't use him, then I was thinking, I forgot about Travis Benjamin, but I heard he doesn't does he have problems holding on to the ball? I
Well,
don't
see,
think
that's
we
what I
need
heard
that kind
about.
of an issue.
Chargers fans came in saying that on Twitter. Hey, good luck with Travis, man. Dude hasn't caught anything since I forgot what he said, but he made some joke, you know. I said, what? What? Whoa. We got a guy who can't. No. But, you know,
Yeah, man.
we're just hearing that. We got to see it.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Well, as far as Trent, I was reading something, or no, I was listening to a video they were talking about Trent Williams hasn't played. He's been dealing with injuries, I think, since I don't know if it was his rookie season or but I mean, since he's been dealing with a lot of injuries and has missed. He's played 10 games here, 12 games there. But it's never really, I don't think, been consistently a full 16-game season. So as long as we can get Trent, you know what I mean, he's had all that time off. Hopefully he's been able to heal up. I'm really looking forward to seeing him get off. And from what I'm hearing is going on between the training with him, Jet, Debo and company, it's sounding promising. So let's go with what we have positively, you know what I'm saying, to give us some, inspiration and some good things to say, and just roll with that. And until the time being, I think that's why Kyle's kind of piling up the offensive lineman the way that he has, getting Compton and getting the other young rookie, and we still got some good solid linemen on our team. So I think we'll be okay, on that end of it. And I'm looking to see some more play action. I was hearing about the Mike Shanahan offense and talking about how it was just basically, he'd run on the same plays, and Kyle was kind of doing the same thing for a while.
We didn't see that, Ellis. I was mad about that last year. Hey, Kyle, where's the play action? Jimmy G's percentages on play action are deadly. Stop standing under center and waiting for that defensive end to come and get him. Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah.
I says, okay, but you know what that had more to do with? It was the receivers. Debo wasn't ready yet. They can run play action with Debo now. Sanders showed up. They could run it a little more often. When you got Taylor there, you got 3 guys, including George Kittle. That's 4 people now. Juice all day. Now he's got plenty. He can do what he wants to do. Lots of pre-snap movement in the front. As the Honey Badger says, man, don't pay no attention to that. Don't mean nothing. They do that to throw people off. Now you can run pre-snap movements. Now you can do play action. Now the defense is on their heels. Now they're vulnerable to anything you want to do to them. We didn't see enough of that last year, Ellis. I was mad as hell most of the time because of that.
Yeah, Ronbo, and I think the fact that Kyle's he's such an intellectually sound guy, offensively and just football sound. I don't understand why he wouldn't have taken advantage of that. So I'm hoping that this year he'll start to deviate from, doing the norm and what people are feeling like they already can predict that he's going to be doing a lot of the time, and really start spicing it up a little bit, which he still calls great, plays and things like that. We can't ever refute that, but I just want him to start incorporating that play action some more, and really start utilizing our weapons. You know what I mean? Be more unpredictable. We have too many damn weapons to be having to throw it to the same guy like a lot of other teams, like like on the Chargers, with that guy. He's hella good though. That receiver. What's that receiver's name? I don't know why I can't remember his name right now.
Chargers
the guy with the
wide
beard.
receiver.
Damn.
I know you got me.
I don't know why I can't remember his name like that. Yeah, no, he's got hands though. That's a good player. But that's been their only guy, and Antonio Gates when they had him. But we got too much damn firepower, man. We need to start spicing it up and
get
start
into
playing hot potato.
All right, Phil.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna see
little fun fact before we go to our Trader Raider Joe and our Cowgirl fans. The Raiders haven't won a Super Bowl since 2002. That was 18 years ago. I'm sorry, went to the Super Bowl appearance. My apologies. And the Cowboys, of course, have not won since '96, which is 24 years ago, and we've gone 2 times in the last decade.
Right.
So
I
y'all
saw
can sit on that
Texas
and rotate.
boy in there making that joke. For that, they've been in the Super Bowl 25 years. I'm sitting thinking to myself, y'all ain't been there 24?
Nope.
What is that? Oh, God. We thought about giving him time out for being stupid. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
we've had 2 appearances in the last 10 years. Whatever Texas boy, but well, he can have a seat with that one. He confused us for them. So that's Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, family. Shout out to you always, Ronbo, man. Y'all download that Ronbo Sports app, man. Hit the like, subscribe. We need 30,000 subscribers, man, before the damn season starts, y'all. And all of the ladies and gentlemen, man. Let's advocate for Ronbo, man, and get him his, get him his likes, get him everything he needs, man. This is our savior, man. So much love to you, Ronbo, as always, champ.
Thanks,
Man, you've been looking out for me, man. I appreciate you, and I just want to continue to shout you out, brother. Much respect.
Thanks, man. And I appreciate it. I'll see you Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt. Peace.
Oh, yeah. And is that Eloy? Eloy Rodriguez. Everybody needs to step up. Imagine Garoppolo, Kittle, Bosa getting the corona and not the beer. Everyone needs to be ready to go. That's true. Because as I say, offense is not just the quarterback. And a lot of people make that mistake thinking it's just a quarterback. I see Trey there said, he should have got that ball to George Kittle. Somebody should have got, and when every time, put his arms up, he should have felt pain in his ribs and chest. Don't let them keep knocking passes down. And granted, Jimmy should step to one side, but that's, again, Kyle, no play action. Stand there, Jimmy. Take that snap under center. Trust your front line offense and make that play. Well, Kyle, that's not what you do. Do what you do. Stop making Jimmy just stand there and wait to be batted up. Come on in, man.
Ronbo, what's going on?
It's so funny because I'm still mad. Every time you talk about last season, about things that went down and failed and burnt to the ground, it just gets, I have the same feeling all over again as I did at that moment when I was burning up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How you going to question Kyle Shanahan, right? We do. I'm going to continue to do it. But, God, Kyle, with your brilliance, you know better. Okay.
Anyway. Well, that's that Phil Jackson thing, man. He has that leverage over the league and us. Where he has that brilliance to make a mistake at his own intelligence, and sometimes it costs us, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy's a genius. So far, he's done nothing but bring back the culture and all of that goodness, man.
And too many good things.
I'm supporting it. I mean, it's I can't say that there's anything that I'm really disliking or there's anything that I don't really understand though, because every off season he pretty much wings out the weak links. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're building this dynasty brick by brick, and that's what they said since day one. But I think it's time to move on from Trent Taylor, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shake up nothing. I know the kid still has talent. I'm sure he's still valuable to the team and all of that. But I think it makes more sense to invest in the youth, bro. I mean, I know he's young.
But Trent's only been there for 3 years.
We ain't got kids coming in with five surgeries neither. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's time to take a look elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, IB, about that foot, his foot was reacting to an infection. That wasn't really, I consider the initial injury, yes, but the fact that his foot wouldn't adapt to whatever the procedures they did, I don't know if I can call that a surgery. People are counting it like he's had 9, 10 surgeries in his career. But I don't know.
My concern is this, though. I mean, realistically speaking, when you talk about foot surgeries and foot injuries with football players, that normally comes towards the end of their career. You know what I'm saying? And it's reoccurring, and it limits their longevity. I mean, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know when we got Deion Sanders was battling plantar fasciitis and all that.
That's right.
Yeah. If you look at his toes is messed up too.
But you still couldn't do nothing with him. See,
Deion was a different breed. He learned how to play that zone. Deion was playing a lot of man-to-man before he got to us. When he came to us, and then he went to Dallas, he played man at Dallas too. He was phenomenal though, bro. He even went to offense over there.
And don't tell him, but Deion is the greatest cornerback to ever play the game. And you know what's funny? Because I loved it that year when he got in Sherman's face. You telling everybody you the great? Are you the greatest corner of all time? And Sherm just gave a laugh. Well, right
But
now
I mean,
I am.
Deion was an extraordinary athlete. This man played in the World Series and played in the NFL at the same time, man. The guy is phenomenal. The things that he was able to accomplish. I mean, the dude was. It wasn't like he was Michael Jordan on the baseball field. That man was one of the. Well, I'm saying, I meant
I'm thinking Michael
Jordan was terrible on the field. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
that's why he came back to basketball.
Yeah, yeah, but no, Deion was something else. But I mean, I like Trent Taylor, man. You know, I like the kid. I don't know about Jalen Hurd. I've never seen the kid. I heard that he transferred. I mean, he switched positions because not only his body, but because of the coach was using him too much. So the coach there was abusing his body. That's why he switched positions. And so this kid, you don't really know what his body is capable of doing if he's hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody did say that he left Tennessee because, not Tennessee. Where did he end up?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he did leave
Baylor. I think
he ended up Baylor. He did leave Tennessee because the coach there they had him up to 250 pounds, and he did eventually come up with that injury. And then he decided, before they kill me, I better go to another place. And he went to Baylor, right? And lost a lot of weight. And you play at a certain weight, no matter how tall you are, it's a lot of stress on the back, right? Especially football. So, yeah, I guess I just wonder, is this going to, because he hurt his knee before he came into the draft. So a lot of guys play in a way that they're going to get hurt. Hopefully it's not permanent.
We've got so many pieces that we grabbed this year that it to me, it makes more sense to take a look at them instead of sitting back and waiting for somebody to come off the bench, come off IR, come off the PUP list. I mean, these ain't guys that got hurt during the season like Julian Taylor or Ronald Blair. These are guys that got hurt in the preseason and things like that. And unfortunately for Taylor, I mean, man, that's a lot of wear and tear on one foot, bro. Oh. And he's a little guy. He only came. He was like 175 when we got him. So if we keep Bourne, no, I mean, yeah. If we keep Bourne in the slot to play that Trent Taylor position with Ayuk and with Debo and with Kittle,
man, they got a lot of guys who can play the entire route tree. So,
and I want to say this before we get off. Man, about Travis Benjamin, right? My man was at my sister's wedding 2 years ago, man. So I don't care what nobody's saying. I hope he stay on the team and eventually I get some tickets. You feel me? But it's Go Niners all the way. Go Niners all the way. And you already know that, man. And y'all have a good night, and I appreciate you as always. I'm going back to my pork chops.
Yes, put some gravy on them, too. All right, I mean.
You already know. My man, you have a good one.
You too, fam. See you Friday. And let's go see if we can wake up PJ in his PJs. PJ? PJ. Nighty night rockabye, PJ. So I do this so when people look back later to find out, they know I acknowledge the fact that they were there. Nudge!
You.
Nudge. Well, Nudge.
Ronbo.
Nudge, man. You know, we check it out tonight, man, because, Jimmy G, they be throwing tomatoes and rotten lettuce and vegetables at him. Jimmy just get all the beating. That's what I'm saying. So this year, let us have some players around Jimmy. Please do your job. So from the offensive lineman to the wide receivers, running backs. If you see a guy coming in, would you please take him out before he knocks Jimmy completely out? And
tell
Jimmy to start
Kendrick Boyd to run the right route.
Yeah, I know my boy Kendrick You know what, though? Kendrick stopped doing that in the second half of the season. Somebody said they caught him doing it in the Super Bowl. But I didn't see that. But Kendrick's improved a lot since 2017.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he
also,
has.
you know the advantage he's got? Kendrick's been working with Jimmy for how many years? It's going to be tough to unseat him. Him and Jimmy are connected now. And that goes for all the wide receivers, including Kendrick. I mean, not Kendrick, but Dante. But, of course, we're all rooting for Dante to miss the bus as we're going to camp.
I don't want nobody to miss it.
I know some people not. I wish Dante would straighten up. He's got all the skills in the world. Notch, what is wrong with him?
Yeah.
All right, Notch, who is it that's got to step up? Did we leave anybody off the list? And who do you expect to step up? And who do you expect to continue to let us down?
You know who my man is.
Who's
I
that?
said Kilo going to have a breakout year.
Who?
A Kilo. What is
But Kello's on defense. I'm talking about this.
Oh, you
this is
talking
all
about offense?
Yeah, this is about Jimmy. Who can stop Jimmy from getting killed as far as the media and fans go? And he's got some people, the right guard. Remember, because of the Super Bowl, person every time they had to work person up on every snap. Mike, are you going to stop him or what? What? Mike, wake up!
Interior.
He's hit Jimmy 3 times already. So. Yeah,
won't do nothing in that game. But I mean, I feel like our blocking got way better. Like we're gonna be a crazy blocking team. We're gonna help Jimmy out a lot though.
I think so.
Especially with the new tight end we got.
Oh, shucks.
Him and Juice like on the same whatchamacallit. Ain't nobody getting to the running back or Jimmy.
I can't wait. Also, Ayuk. How fast can that rookie get up to speed? Because Debo's ready. Debo's going to be taking over this year. Notch, Debo is going to be, he ain't going to be a card-carrying number 1 receiver, but he going to tear stuff up. I can already feel it. That boy's gotten comfortable in the NFL. Look out now. Oh
yeah. I feel like Ayuk, he going to evolve quicker.
I hope
quicker
so.
than Debo.
Well,
because
Debo took
didn't
the first
trade
half
up
of the
to
season.
get Ayuk.
That's true.
Debo, yeah. Kyle didn't trade up to get Debo. He traded up to get Ayuk.
Mm-hmm.
You see something in him. First round, too?
Yep.
Nah, he don't do – yeah, first round.
He
traded up to get Pettis, but that was later in the rounds. But he did that in the first.
And possibly
I feel like
a mistake.
Ayuk going to be the man.
Yeah. So, therefore, you got Debo and Ayuk. You get Kendrick going in and helping as well. Trent Taylor, even though people don't like him. If Trent Taylor's on his game, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Won't he the best receiver last year at camp? They said he was the best till he hurt his foot.
Coach was talking Pro Bowl. He's just got to stay on the field.
I mean, if he can stay on the field,
ain't nothing
wrong with him.
Yeah, because can't nobody guard him, right? He's little and quick, and that's the worst thing in the world. You ever play ball? Notch, those are the kind of guys you can't do anything but play off him. Play off him. Keep him in front of you, but play off him. If you get up on him, he's going to break your ankles, and the people in the stands, especially in high school, I
type
hate
of people
that.
you just want to grab. Just want to grab them and sling them.
Don't be doing me in front of all these people, man. And then you got to talk trash, you know? But that's Trent Taylor, Guys like that, that's what they do. And he's got, what's his name for his coach? Wes Welker. So,
Oh, yeah. We're going to be, Jimmy G, he going to get a lot of help. Another year in Cal. Everybody wanted, and like this year, everybody wanted for Jimmy G. Like, they don't want it for themselves. They want it, like, Garoppolo. They want it for Garoppolo because they feel bad that everybody dogging them.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody's backing him up now. You know what I'm saying? All them interviews.
Everybody,
especially Juice. Every time they see Juice, they start. So, were you surprised that the 49ers didn't trade for Tom Brady? No. Why do people, you guys keep asking the 49ers that question? Somebody's getting pissed off. Sherman did. And I said, well, man, what is wrong with y'all, man, and Tom Brady?
And the crazy thing is, if we would have traded for Tom Brady, they would have called us dumb.
Yep. A big percentage of people would be awful. Yes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Garoppolo that they don't like. Like, that's crazy. I'm lost. Like, I don't see what's wrong with him. This first year, he had 16 interceptions. 3 of them was messed up.
A lot of them.
Like,
bouncing off
yeah,
of people's
like a lot
hands
of
and
them
off
were
their
real.
chest and everything else. I mean, he threw a few. He
Mm-hmm.
did. But not
Yeah.
all of those were his. A
Yeah.
percentage of those were not him. So,
At
no.
all.
People, the first thing they do.
So yeah, but I feel like hopefully if Jalen Hurd back healthy, I feel like cause he can block. He'll be like one of the best blocking receivers. Like it'll be like he'll just be crazy.
God,
Safeties.
he is. And he can play.
Yeah.
I mean, he can play. Jalen can. You seen what he did that preseason. I just wish we could have got more.
Oh yeah.
I was so upset after that game. And well, Jalen Hurd will be sitting out for the next week. Oh man,
but I feel like
fun to watch.
you remember. Yeah, you remember Trent Taylor? He had a back injury, right?
Yeah.
And he ain't sit out the whole year, and he was like, it took him a year to get his back right.
He never did get right.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're trying to do with Jalen Hurd. I feel like they're just trying to set him out for the year and have him come back next year.
Maybe.
Instead of trying to play him like they did Taylor.
Yeah, because there was no need to bring him in. Because if the team was doing, they were doing fine without him last year. Let him heal all the way up. They were so cautious they wouldn't even let him ride on the plane to Kansas City. All right, Jalen, you got to take the bus, man. What? Yeah, we can't take the plane. Turbulence, Jalen. We can't have it bouncing you up and down like that. God, man. So.
Yeah, it would be straight.
Yeah.
I just like the blocking we got we got that new, what's that tight end we got from Georgia?
We got Hawkins. Hawkins is a fullback. We got the tight end. I can't think of his name right now. I got to get used to these guys. I know what you're talking about, though. He's a blocking tight end, too. So.
Him, Juice Chick, and what's his name, George Kittle, all on the field together. Whoever running the ball going to have the craziest lane ever.
I tell you. And you know the runners we got.
They gonna have,
yeah. Especially, boy, every time I think about Mostert, Mostert is like.
Yeah.
See, that's why people say.
You see that lane, he gone.
Oh, one step, boom. Whew. And it doesn't look like he's running that fast, does it? You look at Mostert on the field, he looks like he's just exerting enough energy to get away. And the guy that's running behind him is running his legs off. And Mostert's just sort of like,
yeah. That's coasting.
He's got world-class speed. You know he's a track star, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking forward to that. So,
I just can't wait.
Man. We got this. How many yards you got for Mostert this year?
Oh, he breaking 1,000. He breaking 1,000. He got to. Because he the workhorse now. Because at first, I don't know, Kyle Shanahan was holding him. I was like, come on, bro, play him more. Every time he touched the ball, he scored. But he was still putting everybody else in. But it was like after that Carolina Panther game, it was like he started playing him more.
So TC, I got to have, you know what, minimum, TC's got to give me 700 yards. If Kyle insists on playing him and starting him, 700 yards, or let him sit down, please. Yeah. You know what? Because I want to see what McKinnon's going to do anyway, so we'll see.
I like home from West Virginia. Or not West Virginia.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I like the guy from Washington.
And the running backs?
He kind of look like Mostert out there, quick. He got patience, too. Like, he got mad patience.
Hitting that hole and going. Notch, get in for me, fam. We'll see you Friday if you get a chance.
All right, yeah, cool.
All right, fam. Night, Notch.
All right, night.
And I'll be here rolling down the road. Bam! Watch be sitting at home on the sofa.
Ronbo.
Bam! Where you at?
What's up with you, baby?
I'm there with you, baby.
Oh, man. I'm just leaving out, man, heading towards Dallas, man, with some of this essentials, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. You know, holler at Jerry Jones for us out there when you get there and laugh at him a little bit.
I'm gonna tell him save me a seat next to hell so I can kick his motherfucking ass after the team gets to doing the same thing.
Hey.
And I think what it is, week 15 or something like that, week 13. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got to be there, my baby.
And Beham, as he goes, you know how Jerry Jones gets mad and leaves the booth? Go block the door so he can't get out. Sit down and watch.
Hey, lad. They might try to hold us in Dallas.
Yeah, hey, you know, Jimmy G has been getting flack ever since the Super Bowl, and there have been some players' names that have been brought up that must step up to keep the heat off of G. And, of course, Dante Pettis' name came up first if he continues to survive the cut. And then, of course, you got Tevin Coleman. And Trez gets mad when I talk about TC, but TC made me mad. The last half of the season, where was TC? I mean,
where was TC?
I mean, if it wasn't for motion,
hey, look at here, Ronbo. One or two callers before me, maybe even three. The guy made a point. He said, at the end of every season, we get rid of pieces. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing something right.
Well, that's true.
Hey, I was a Breeder the Cheetah fan, but he can't stay on the field. So he got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
We didn't pay Jared. We didn't pay Jared McKinnon. He ain't played on the field.
$16 million.
You feel me? Hey, that money we could have kept if we was looking at it like that. We could have kept that money and Buckner. You know what I'm saying?
You know though? He's under extreme pressure. Jerick McKinnon, ain't nobody under more pressure than Jerick McKinnon. TC ain't even as much trouble as Jerick McKinnon. He's got to show up and he's got to contribute. So yeah, I need to put him in there.
If they're not or have not been on the field in majority of Kyle's tenure there, they need to be gone. That's money. That's dead money we're wasting. And I understand we're trying to, have a plethora or a stable of backs and stable of this and stable of. Hey, but it's no good when you got a stable and they broke up.
Yeah.
I like Trent Taylor. I'm with the other guys. I like Trent Taylor. Hey, but you ain't been on the field enough. I mean, I think I would take Trent Taylor. I think I would take Trent Taylor over Pink Hair though.
Over who?
Pink Hair over Pink Hair.
Dante.
Yeah, man. I don't know if it's his hair. I don't know what it is, but he need to go take him some. He need to take him some testosterone pills or something before he walk out on the field. He need to grow him a pair. You know what I'm saying? It's football, man, and we trying to win us a Super Bowl, man. And I just don't see us doing it when you know what I'm saying. The receivers out here with pink hair acting like he don't know what to do. So hey, at the end of the day, I was reading your caption before I came. Failure is not an option. It's not an option.
No longer.
Hey, we're building this team. Everybody can say what they want to say about Jimmy G. One full season in the system, we went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We was about 6 inches short of Emmanuel Sanders catching a bomb on 2 bombs. You know what I'm saying? For a go ahead win.
Yes.
But
So we have to and there's the thing now, because I'm looking forward next year to some of those little wrinkles to be ironed out. Come in at the beginning of the game knowing what you're doing. Honestly, Beham, I think something tells me that sometimes during the course of that Super Bowl, under the biggest stage in sport, that the deer in headlights may have hit a few people, including Mike Person, Mosley. These are all good players. Mike Person's gone for the reason what happened in the Super Bowl.
Ain't that the one who let Tyreek Hill catch that deep ball?
No, that was between Mosley and Jimmy Ward. Ward was playing out of position, but Mosley is pretty much the guy. But he'll never do that again.
I tell you what.
Mosley will never do that again.
I tell you what. I heard Richard Sherman say he would love to play with Earl Thomas. He did call his middle name. Where he just went through up in Baltimore, he might become available.
Earl will be available if his wife don't kill him. You know.
Hey, hey, he might become available, and if he can become available and come to us, oh boy, I get rid of either one of the safeties. But real quick, Ronbo, real quick before we go, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with Trent. The lineman we picked up.
No.
His best season came under Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
And I think about it, ever since Kyle left, he really haven't been playing. I don't think that he liked the system that the other Gruden guy was running up there. So hey, naturally, no, I don't want to play for you. But I think our offensive line will be stout.
It'll be stout, exactly. That's what I'm going to say.
The one thing, and I'm going to see if I can find Jimmy G on Instagram or something. Please, Jimmy G, if you're listening, please, after not only do you need to play action, but please put the pump fake into your passing game.
Good idea. I like that, BM.
Please put the pump fake into your passing game, because a lot of those batted balls will not be batted.
True. If anything, pump, yes, for them batted balls. BM, good points. I'm going to see you Friday, all right?
All right, my boy, you hold it down, man. We're going to keep trying to be essential out here, man.
There you go.
Know what I'm saying? Hey, man, be easy. Stay away from the corona, man. Stay inside.
Yes.
Love y'all 49ers fam, man. Hey, hopefully everything be clear by the time that, the season kick off.
It's scary.
Hey, boy, TV is hard right now.
Oh, man. All right, Big Ham.
But be easy, Ronbo, man.
You too, fam. Be careful out there. All right.
All right, homie.
Let Big Ham. Anyway, let's roll on over to Mel.
You know what time it is when you hear that bang bang.
Ronbo. Yo, Mel. Shucks, man. Tonight it's about the investigation to find out who has to step it up in order to get people the heck up off of Jimmy G. It ain't all his fault. Whatever happened. I mean, 13-3. Almost 4,000 yards. This conversation is kind of silly anyway, but people have gone off on Jimmy, and you know this. And there's certain people, if they do their job, then we ain't going to have this conversation next year. But what do you think, Mel? I put a list of names up there.
Well, Ronbo, I'm sure you've seen I've been getting in arguments and debates on your page, on your Instagram, with the Jimmy G haters. I'll never understand them. It's like, what more do you want from the guy? Did he have a perfect season last year? No. But when you look at everything overall, the fact that there are people even questioning whether he will be and should be the starter is just absurd. And whether he is or is not good enough to be our franchise quarterback, it's downright absurd, man. There's no way that you can watch this guy play football and not know that he's a bona fide star, and on his way to superstardom. This is his first full year being a starting quarterback in the league. I think they look at his age on paper and how long he's been in the league on paper and expect him to just have everything. They expect him to be Joe Montana right out the gate, when Joe Montana wasn't even Joe Montana right out the gate.
Yes.
So, we got to give him time to, develop and everything.
Things have changed.
That was his first.
Nobody has patience like that anymore. When you come in out of college, change your uniform, and continue to do exactly the same as you was at the college level,
Right. Then you look at Kyle's system, and it takes a while for you to even learn all of the plays and everything, man.
Yeah.
So
many people still don't understand that. It's true.
He took us to the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Matt Ryan was able to do that. Yeah.
Right. And did he do it all by himself? No, because our defense was balling. But there are games where our defense just didn't show up.
Or they were getting beat.
There are games where he threw the team on his back.
It's like, what more can you ask for?
That
now,
Saints
he
game
still
was
has some developing to do.
Exactly. That Saints game was epic. That right there should have been just enough to demonstrate he has what it takes. There's going to be hiccups. It's his first year, but he has what it takes.
Right, both Cardinals games, all of that. So, the line has to give him more time. Now, what I think, what I know Jimmy needs to be working on right now, he needs to work on being able to throw the ball away.
Yes. If there's anything, I agree. That bothers me.
We can't be taking sacks.
Get rid of the ball, yes.
Right. We can't take those sacks. They'll knock us a field position. They completely change the game plan. They turn a third and manageable into 3rd and 16. We don't need that. You have to know how to throw the ball away. Now, granted, was it all his fault that he didn't throw the ball away? No, because a lot of times when he was sacked, he was still in the pocket. He was between the tackles, so that would have been a penalty anyways. So I think Kyle has to incorporate maybe some more bootlegs, some more rollouts, things of that nature. The line has to give him a little bit more time. And the last caller brought up a good point as well. He needs to incorporate a pump fake. The problem with the pump fake in this offense is this offense is all about timing. So you can't always just pump fake. It goes based on the steps in the drop. It's just so many different factors. So, yeah, he should incorporate a pump fake. But more so, we need to send him on more rollouts, and he just has to learn when to throw the ball away. But, yeah, man, Jimmy G is about the ball, like ball for real. I'm talking MVP type stuff. I'm talking breaking records type stuff. It's about to be special.
I know.
And
can you see
I know you can't
sitting back hearing all that stuff that he's hearing? Can you imagine you're Jimmy G? And even if you don't read anything, your boys or somebody will go, hey, Jimmy, man, hey, you should see what they said about you today. Listen, you didn't tell me that? Because I'm going to hang up the phone. You know? I always can see it now, man, because he's heard enough.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, here's the thing. Last year, and this is going to be, my last point. I know you don't have all night. But last year, how many games did we play where both sides of the ball played a complete game and were just like balling? I think we only had maybe 3 or 4 games where both sides of the ball, offense and defense, really played to their potential. More often than not, it was the defense carrying the team or it was the offense carrying the team. The games where both sides played were absolute blowouts. So I think we're going to get a lot more.
That's right.
I think
that was the one.
Right. I think we're going to get a lot more games this year where both sides of the ball are playing. They have another year in, more experience, more continuity, more consistency. They're going to be consistent. So with both sides of the ball playing, we're blowing everybody out. No game was close when both our offense and defense were balling. So I look forward to seeing that a lot more this year. And a lot of these games won't even be close, man. I think our backups are going to be able to get a whole lot of time this year because our starters are going to be sitting by the beginning of the fourth quarter, man. I mean that, and I truly believe it.
Wouldn't that be awesome? We got starters sitting down in the fourth quarter because we don't want to get nobody hurt because we already beat this team to pieces.
Right.
They can come back in if necessary, but we got this.
Right. And that's all we need is for both sides to be playing. So we'll see that a lot more than we did last year. I mean, really think about it. Go look at our schedule from last year and look at the games where, because you remember, man, most of the time it was, the offense had turnovers. They weren't really clicking, but the defense was playing lights out. Or it was
giving the ball back
the opposite. It was the defense was kind of, they were off. They didn't do what they did, but the offense was balling. But look at every game where both sides of the ball played. The Browns
dominated.
Killed them. The Rams killed them.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Rams.
We can just run down the list.
Mel, we got to go.
Yeah.
I'll look for you Friday.
No doubt.
All right, Mel. Have a good evening, too. All right, Mel.
You too, my brother. I'm gone.
And it's Shaleo. Shaleo.
Ronbo. What's up?
Shaleo, man, tonight we're presenting our case, the defense, well, shall we say, California versus Jimmy G. And Jimmy G is being prosecuted for last season, but we find our investigation has uncovered there's been a lot of names involved in this case. starting with Dante Pettis. Should I say Dante, I can't find the cat litter, Pettis. And then, of course, Tevin Coleman, my favorite whipping child. TC had 4 games during the season, maybe 5, but we play a 16-game schedule. The right guard position, Mike Person has been taken care of. And, of course, you have Kendrick Boyd, who now it's time for Kendrick to get more opportunities to do more damage. And then there's Trent Taylor. Trent Taylor is probably the best route running getaway guy on the field for Jimmy G to throw to, but can he stay on the field? There's this problem. And then there's our new guy, Trent Williams. Is Williams going to be able to hit the ground running, or will it take him a minute after 2 years of no football? This and Shalil, your perspective on all of that. Yes.
There's something red going on in Dallas. Have you been hearing about that?
It's raining red.
They got a red rifle.
Yeah, BB gun.
The red rifle? The red rifle? How about them cowgirls? How about them lambs? How about them peacocks? How about them Arizona Cardinal playing cards?
I forgot we added them.
And last but
Roy
not
Boy's
least,
waiting too.
Oakland, Las Vegas, Trader Raider Joe.
Roy Boy, you called it playing cards. bunch of jack of diamonds. You guys ain't winning no games. Hey, Shalil, because the Cards, they think they can play with us. They think they can beat the 49ers up next year. They came that close last year, and they're saying this year, when the 49ers come down to get us this time, but we're going to be waiting. Okay, y'all be waiting. Yes. We're ready for them, Shalil.
I'm not afraid of their team. I'm just afraid of their freaking quarterback. He's another right? Russell Wilson. He runs around. He gives us problems.
Especially 10 yards out. You know he's going to hit that corner. Robert Saleh, it's his job this year, Shalil. Saleh has got to work some schemes out. I wish they had time to work on it now. We got to get these quarterbacks that like to sprint around the corner in 4.2 seconds. See? Dang it. Oh, that's scary. And if you blitz them, they're going to throw the ball because the speed factor, it's a scary thing. Man.
Well, I mean, we could stop them, but we can't stop Seattle's stupidity because they wanted to get rid of Russell Wilson for some in 2018.
This is, Shalil, you know what's funny? You make that a joke, but this is his last extension, I'll bet. See, because Russell's going to he thinks he's going to get paid more next time than he got this time. Pretty soon it'll only be him and the center. That's all the money they're going to have. All right, Seahawks, your window it's getting darker. But anyway, Shalil, who do you think's got to step up this year? Did I leave anybody off between those guys that's going to make it easier for Jimmy G to do his thing?
We need brand new wide receiving core. The favorite guy I like to pick on is Dante Pettis.
He's got to step up. He can step off too, but in the meantime, he's got to step up. Kyle likes him. Kyle's going to keep him. I like him, but I worry about him. Dante, are you serious? Do you want to play? That's my only problem with him. Does he really want to play?
He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play at all. He likes to play with cats. He likes to color his hair at Color Me Mine. He was no option for Jimmy Garoppolo in the Super Bowl because apparently he was hurt. I doubt that.
Dante?
And Goodwin.
No, he wasn't. He was a healthy scratch.
And Goodwin could have played too, but he has a lot of problems.
Yeah. I feel sorry for him because he does have some serious problems.
Think about it, Ronbo. If our whole receiving core played, we would have won that Super Bowl. We wouldn't need a wide receiver.
True, actually. Very true, actually.
And you know what? Another point. In 2017, who was Jimmy Garoppolo's favorite target?
It was Marquise
Trent
and Trent.
Taylor.
Yeah. They were just switching
And
back and
not so
forth.
much Marquise. Not so much Marquise. It was more Kendrick Boyd, Trent Taylor, and George Kittle.
Well, no, George Kittle didn't break out. He didn't break out in 2017. You know what? Actually,
it was the last. It was the few remaining games.
Yeah. But actually, Marquise almost had 1,000 yards that year, Shalil. He was actually the guy. But Trent Taylor was still taking care of the light work around the middle of the field. He was putting them in field position every snap. It was Keese or Taylor. Keese or Taylor. He's going back and forth between those two. And then Kendrick was coming in because, his rookie year. And he only was playing because I think Garcon went down. Anyway, Bourne was coming in with these incredible catches between 3 and 4 defenders. So, it was an interesting year for Jimmy had as far as receivers went. Selleck, did he have anything to do with 2017? Yeah, Selleck had a little bit of contribution in 2017. Yeah.
Yes. But, but still, I think his main targets are KB, Trent Taylor, and George Kittle. I think you're going to see a lot of Kittle this year.
Well,
Not
now,
Kittle, sorry, Trent Taylor.
Yeah, now Kittle's is his main target. And as I say, if Taylor's available, Taylor provides when everything else breaks down, Trent's clear. And Jimmy can always, if he's going through his progressions, if the first play's not there, second play's not there, you can bet money on Taylor being open because you're not going to be able to stay with Taylor, especially for a long period of time. So, Taylor plays a role that made 2017
Ronbo,
what it was.
I love making fun of Dante Pettis because this dude be eating
that.
freaking cookies. he be making cookies. He's over there. At this point, he's wearing a dress. He's got cookies. He's playing with cats.
Gosh, it's a drag.
It's horrible.
Oh, my God.
He's acting very weird. He needs to play football. We brought him in to play football. We didn't bring him in to play with kitty cats and cookies.
Oh, man.
I don't think he's going to change. I think he's going to be like that
if I had to bet money.
And I think, honestly, Rumbo, I think his parents forced him to play. I don't think he really never wanted to play football. I think he had other things that he wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, but his dad's a baseball player. And if anything,
maybe his dad forced him to play? Maybe his dad forced him to play football.
No.
But
Shalil, I think he tried to force him to play baseball. And Dante says, I gotta make my own way. I don't want to play baseball. What are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to play, but I'm going to play football. Go ahead. And see, I think that's how that went. Because he can't play basketball, probably. I don't know. Dante's pretty athletic. He might be able to play either one. But baseball and football.
I just don't think football is a sport, Rumbo. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't take.
Nobody told me you got to get hit to play football. And Dante says, "Damn, I didn't sign up for this. I'm laying here. I can't move my leg." Hey, Dante, welcome to the NFL. Get up. You can't.
And I don't think he's going to change at all. I don't think he's going to change. He's going to be the same old. We're going to see the same Pettis, just missing balls. Lynch already told him. Probably Kyle told him a couple of times too. Get into football shape, and that BI doesn't even listen. Sorry, you got kids. So.
Thanks. Don't
he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen at all, and he wants to. He's making cookies. If he had a productive season last year, make yourself some cookies. Pour yourself a glass of milk. But this guy doesn't deserve any of that. He doesn't even deserve cookies or cat.
He watches social media because he's been blocking people, right? I have a feeling.
He's blocking people because he's sensitive. He's sensitive. That's why he's blocking people. He's a sensitive guy. He doesn't want to take the heat. The heat is coming to him. He doesn't want it. He don't want the heat.
No, nobody does. But, he sort of brought that on himself. And also, don't look content standing on the sideline. That's the thing. So, we'll see what happens.
Rumbo, if I gave you a pair of binoculars, you could see him playing with yarn on the ground.
Chanel, we gotta go. Listen, man, I'm gonna see you Friday, okay?
See you Friday. Shout out to the Night Empire. Thanks for the platform, Rumbo. Soap, water, wash your hands. Thanks.
Night, fam. Oh, God. You need Dante, man. I'm looking forward to what he looks like this season. Hey, Flossie B.
Well, brother, what's good, fam?
Oh, Flossie, man. Tonight we took up Jimmy G's case and what it's going to take to make him better next year. And he's got some things he's got to work on personally, but there's some guys around him that got to work on some things as well. You at McDonald's?
You said go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I thought you was sucking up that last bit of drink out the cup. No, I'm looking at some names that got to do a good job this year. No, I'm not worried about Trent Williams. I figured Trent Williams is going to hit the ground running with no problem. Dante Pettis has got everybody's concern. Tevin Coleman has got to do better than 3.2 yards for long stretches of time. And also, Trent Taylor's got to stay on the field because when he's on the field, it's like he's Jimmy G's security blanket. It's very important that he be on the field. And, of course, I had another Kendrick Boyd. Kyle's got to get him the ball. He's got to get more opportunities. He's already proven that he can be a huge part of the offense. But, Flossie, who would you also, is there anybody else we should add to this list as to who's got to come up large and in charge this year? Stop jiving around and playing half speed. Get out there and try to outplay everybody else type of situation other than Dante Pettis. Who you got in mind? If anybody.
Offensive line, man. That's the biggest thing.
Right guard, exactly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I wish we could get Larry Warfoot.
Everybody keeps talking about him.
But I know we can't because he wants $7 million per year. I would wish we can get rid of Kello and Solomon Thomas, Richard James, and C.J. Belton since we got Brock Rudder. Trent Taylor, man, we can trade his ass to damn Green Bay since we got Chris Finke.
No, you know what? If you want to trade Trent Taylor, and they probably could get it really quick, they could trade him to New England. I guarantee you that Belichick will listen. He likes that kind of receiver. He's young. Amendola, how old is Amendola? 32, 30, something like that? Yeah. But he doesn't have, you know what, though? He doesn't have Tom Brady anymore. I don't know. Maybe not. But, yeah. But you remember, I tell you, Flossie, they said Trent Taylor was the hottest thing in camp as far as wide receivers last season and was most likely going to lead the team. Now, I don't know what they saw or what was going on, but it wasn't just one coach. So it's the same syndrome with Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon, before he got hurt that year, they said McKinnon was busting a move on the defense each and every day. Now, our defense wasn't what it is now. Not yet. It was 2017, right? But or 2018? When did we get – we got him in 2018? Yeah, we got McKinnon the following year, not the first year, second year.
You probably got him in 17. Should he been with us probably like 3 years, huh, bro?
No, this is going into third. So the 49 this new regime's in the fourth year. He didn't come the first season. It had to be the second year. Because Kyle brought in a few guys, but McKinnon wasn't one of them. Yeah. 2018. He missed 2018. He missed 2018 and 2019. We're in 2020. Yeah. So he's got to step up too.
Contavious Street, man, and Julian Taylor. And
no, we're talking offense. Man. No, I was only talking offense. The point was,
as far as offense goes, Ronbo, I want to see Hurd out there, man. That's the biggest thing. We all want to see Hurd.
Everybody does.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
Because you can put him in running back, you can put him in tight end, you can put him in wide receiver. It don't really damn matter. You know what I'm saying? You can even use him as a damn fullback back there. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the size. He blocks hard,
where you come out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? On a player, too.
There's so many ways to use him.
It is, bro. Well, we can even use Juszczyk out there on the wide, put Hurd out there in the backfield, just have a defense all screwed the hell up. We got McKinnon back there with him. We don't know what the hell we're going to do. Everybody can damn catch.
Oh. As a matter of fact, that's the thing this year. It's just about, you got Hurd. If you put him in the backfield, probably won't do it that much, but put him in a fullback or a blocking position, tight end maybe. McKinnon. That's another thing people don't understand about McKinnon. McKinnon is a wide receiver in a running back body. Not like Debo, who's a wide receiver and a running back. They work both ways, right? So this is going to be interesting. Kyle's playbook is no longer limited with the personnel he's got. He can do anything he wants in that crazy playbook of his now because he got all the personnel, provided they don't get hurt.
Yeah, that's been our biggest pet peeve, man. We always seem to get hurt, but if we don't get hurt, man, we're gonna do some things, bro. Like seriously, can't nobody really stop us. And we got better too.
Who?
Shit, we gotta just keep running the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been doing. I mean, we gonna mix it up and do our everything else, but
no doubt about it.
Our pedigree is to run that rock down everybody's damn throats.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's not Kyle's MO. When Kyle came into a game and had all his weapons, he didn't run the ball all the time in Atlanta. This is the scary thing about Kyle Shanahan when he's got all his weaponry. He will run, and the pass is going to be on you. The thing is, one sets up the other. Well, last year, we just stayed with the run because Jimmy G and the weapons we have, the wide receiver core, wasn't quite ready for prime time until Sanders came, and then it started to look a little better. But now, he's got an arsenal now. He's got an aircraft now. So they can do an air assault better than they can say last year. We got to wait to see that happen, though, because it's a blend. He could kill you. Remember, there was the 7th all-time rated offense as far as production went in NFL history in Atlanta. And it wasn't just running the rock. It was killing people on the fly as well. That's what you want to get back to with Shanahan.
And yeah, man, another thing to the Jimmy G haters, I'm not saying I'm just like the biggest Jimmy G fan. I'm not just like like he Joe Montana and then like that. But the dude came in and did what he supposed to did, man. Come off an ACL injury and took us to the Super Bowl. So shit, my head go off to him, man. I know he gonna get better too.
Yeah,
and he got more weapons too.
He's only had 1 year. Let him get 2 or 3 years.
Like you were saying a while ago. Yeah. Like you were saying, he got more weapons. You know what I'm saying?
And then
so
especially
once he gets another year or 2 or 3 under his belt, where he done seen more defenses, it's shit. He gonna be unstoppable to us.
There you go.
It's not a defense that you can put in front of him that he ain't gonna be able to beat. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ronbo, man, I appreciate you, man, this platform for letting us have it, man. On the Empire, y'all stand up. We go on places, man. We just got to keep on grinding like we know we're gonna do, and we coming back with a vengeance, man.
Here you go.
So
and go wait.
Quarantine.
It's gonna be this year.
Yes, sir. Quarantine 2020, man. Yes, sir. Y'all have a great and blessed night, man. God bless y'all.
You too. Good night. Good night, Flossie B.
Good night, family.
Man. Oh, hey, Renzo. Okay, Renzo, wifey contacted me and told me it's your birthday. When you look back at the very beginning of the show, I got something for you, Renzo. We already did it. You'll catch it later. We'll get the replay. All right. Santana!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, my man?
Santana, tonight, man, I'm doing all right. Just check it out, man. We're looking at some people who got to step up in order for Jimmy G to stop getting blamed for everything. Because everybody's got to do their job. And as Belichick would say, got to just do your job. There's been some names focused on it. The major players, they got to step up. Number one, the right guard position. Good God, whoever plays it, keep them the heck off of Jimmy G. And then, of course, there's Dante Pettis, one of the most gifted wide receivers on the team that has no heart. He's got to find one. He's going to be like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. He's going all the way to visit the Wizard so he can get himself a heart. Dante! And then, of course, Tevin Coleman. We can't have 5 and 6 games of 2.2 yards. And Trent Williams. Is he ready to go? After 2 years, can he play? And will Trent Taylor please stay on the field? Jimmy needs you, man. but can he do it? These are the questions. Santana, who in the offense is going to be key to keeping Jimmy G's game moving forward instead of stalling?
Well, it's obviously the O-line and the wide receivers, and the running backs too as well. But for sure, Trent Williams is. I feel like he's gonna come back without like losing a beat. He's been a Pro Bowler multiple times, so he knows how the game works. So
true.
I have no worries for him. No issues with them. And then, Dante Pettis. It's time to move on from Dante Pettis, Ronbo, because he's the opposite of what we're trying to build. The culture we're trying to build at the 49ers. Rough, tough players.
Yeah.
Dog players, man. Hardworking players. So it's I've seen Kendrick Boyd working out. I've seen Debo working out, Jerry McKinnon working out. They're working their ass off. And then they're putting an example for all the wide receivers. So if Dante Pettis is doing kitty cat videos and cupcake videos, and then I don't have an issue with him biking cats or baking cupcakes.
But first thing we do is start talking about his cats.
But Ronbo, come on. At some point, man, you got to be a dog in the field, and you got to leave whatever you do outside of the field. Leave it outside. But when you step in that field, you got to turn into a dog. And Dante Pettis have never. Exactly, he's never shown that. So he's just trying to move on. I don't care how talented he is.
Santana, he did once though. Remember that catch he made against the Steelers? I really wish he would have kept that attitude the rest of the year. He made a couple of great catches too. That boy's got skills.
Yeah, but then he got hit, and then he was like, I don't want none of this. So
I know. See,
but
you got to take a hit, Dante. You got hit even in high school.
I feel like he's so talented that everything came so easy for him, so easy. So I don't feel like that work ethic was there before he even got into college, or even maybe into in college or in the NFL. So don't expect much from him, but time to move on from him.
Funny because you mentioned that natural skill. I was just saying that funny you mentioned that. Is why is it the guys with the natural ability usually have this kind of mindset? They don't need to work hard because it ain't hard for them. Shaquille O'Neal was like that.
Well,
funny.
So it's just a mentality thing, man. They just probably think they're so good, and then at some points in their career, they find out they match up with some other guy that's not as talented, but is a hard worker, and then has a bigger heart,
get beat up,
bigger dog, and get beat up. Yeah, but the running back Ronbo, I think that Jerick McKinnon, he's going to come back, and he's going to be doing good. I think he's going to do good. And the running back Tevin Coleman, I like Tevin Coleman, Ronbo. He's just a running back, a reliable running back for Kyle Shanahan, So I think he stay. And then real quick, Ronbo, last thing. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
I was going to say TC. The thing that bothers me about TC is Kyle gives him every opportunity, and he's had his games where he did really remarkable.
Yeah.
But then he'll have 2 or 3 games in a row. Was TC playing today? Because if we didn't have Mostert last year, we'd go be in trouble. Because he wouldn't let Matty B play. So Mostert has saved the season. But go ahead.
But Ronbo, you know what? I like having that in the running back because we can switch them off. You know what I'm saying? So if one guy's hot, he's hot for that game. That's why we're so successful throughout this past year with running back. Because sometimes Tevin Coleman wasn't on, but Raheem Mostert was on. You see, or Raheem Mostert wasn't on, but Breida was on.
Yep.
So we keep that dead. That'd be nice. But real quick, Ronbo, also too for Jimmy G to be successful, I think he needs to work on some stuff too. He needs to stop staying down wide receivers.
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't perfect, but he just has little things to work on, and I think he's gonna be a great quarterback, Ronbo.
Oh yeah,
we got nothing to worry about, man. But
I'm not worried about him.
All right, Ronbo, I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Trent
he
Taylor.
does, man.
Look
I'm
for you
gonna check out if
Friday.
you can get other callers in here. All
All
right,
right,
for
fam.
sure, man.
All right,
Have a
Trent Taylor.
good one,
Appreciate you,
Ronbo.
fam. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
Sean Bullard has changed Dante's name to Takasha. That's cold. JT, I saw you talking about Dante's favorite musician is Doja Cat. Wait. Oh, it's PJ. Whew. Oh. You know that sawing logs? Wait. That's where they get that from, huh? PJ? Oh. Who doesn't have a dad that does that? You know, as they're sleeping, you're listening to and all of a sudden you're Dad! Dad! Breathe! PJ. Hey, fam, I'm going to go ahead and take on off and stop acting a fool. Hey, happy birthday to all the birthday guys. and Renzo, I didn't did you, man. Shout out to Renzo and his family, Ashley. And whoever else is in the family. I'm going to go, fam. Hit that. Hit the like. Hit the like. Because I collect the likes. I like it. And I'll see you Friday, fam. Have a great day and evening. Just stink virus, get that bleep out of here so we can enjoy the season as it comes in. I know yes, I agree, but I want this to stop. What? Rumble Sports before the draft, we all wanted the 4-2 guy who can take the top off but didn't draft. Maybe we go sign 4-2 Tavon Austin. He would fit cast Tavon Austin. Isn't that the Rams guy? All right, we'll talk about it. Talk about it Friday. A Niner!